exploring the deep roots of religion in shaping American identity and culture. Religion has profoundly shaped the United States from its inception, serving as both a guiding ethos and a source of contention. The diverse religious beliefs brought by settlers influenced the nation's cultural fabric and legislative frameworks. Before the arrival of Europeans, Native American tribes practiced a variety of spiritual traditions deeply connected to the natural world. These practices varied widely between tribes, each incorporating unique rituals, ceremonies, and cosmologies that guided their understanding of life. The spread of Christianity gained momentum with the arrival of European settlers, drastically altering the religious landscape of the New World. Missionaries zealously worked to convert indigenous populations, often intertwining religious teachings with colonial objectives. The Pilgrims and Puritans, escaping religious persecution in Europe, sought to establish a society rooted in their strict religious ideals. Their settlement in New England laid the groundwork for a community structured around a shared moral code and governance. Colonial America became a mosaic of religious diversity and tolerance, setting a precedent distinct from much of the world. This pluralism included Catholics, Quakers, Jews, and others, who contributed to the burgeoning democratic ideals in the colonies. The Great Awakening was a pivotal revival movement that rejuvenated American religious life in the mid-18th century. It emphasized personal faith and emotional engagement over institutionalized doctrine, deeply influencing colonial society and its values. Religious beliefs were integral to the American Revolution, providing the moral framework for resistance against British rule. Many leaders used religious rhetoric to advocate for freedom, portraying the fight for independence as a divine mandate. The drafting of the U.S. Constitution marked a significant moment where religion influenced legal foundations. The framers implemented the principle of separation of church and state, ensuring religious freedom while preventing government-sanctioned religion. The Second Great Awakening, erupting in the early 19th century, transformed American religious landscape. This revivalist movement sparked widespread social activism and was instrumental in addressing societal issues such as slavery and women's rights. Religion played a crucial role in the abolitionist movement, with many activists drawing upon religious convictions to argue against slavery. This movement saw both black and white clergy and laypeople united in the moral crusade to end slavery. Religion during the Civil War reflected the profound divisions within the nation. Both the North and the South invoked divine support for their causes, interpreting the same religious texts in starkly different ways to justify their actions. Post-Civil War, African American churches emerged as vital community centers. These institutions not only fostered spiritual growth, but also played crucial roles in education and political activism during the Reconstruction era. The 19th century witnessed the birth of numerous new religious movements in America. Groups like the Mormons, Seventh-day Adventists, and Christian Scientists offered unique interpretations of Christianity, attracting followers with their distinct doctrines. The Progressive era saw religion becoming a force for social reform. Many religious leaders and organizations championed causes such as labor rights, temperance, and poverty alleviation, viewing these efforts as extensions of their faith's moral imperatives. Religious influences were pivotal in advancing the women's suffrage movement. Activists often framed the right to vote as a moral issue, with many suffragists using biblical justifications to argue for gender equality and voting rights. The Scopes Trial. In 1925 marked a pivotal moment in American history, where the debate between evolution and creationism reached the national spotlight. This trial underscored the enduring conflict between science and religious beliefs in the U.S. During the Great Depression, many Americans turned to religion for hope and solace. Religious institutions played key roles in providing relief to the impoverished and rallied communities together to weather the economic storm. World War II saw religion in the U.S. fostering unity and offering moral guidance. Across various faiths, Americans found common ground in spiritual support and prayer, reinforcing the nation's resolve and collective morale during the conflict. The Civil Rights Movement was significantly shaped by religious leaders like Martin Luther King Jr., who used nonviolent protest and Christian doctrine to advocate for justice and equality. This movement highlighted the powerful role of religion in societal change. The Cold War era intensified the expression of religious freedom in America, as contrasting ideologies about governance and religiosity surfaced. The period witnessed a resurgence in church attendance and public declarations of faith as bulwarks against communism. The rise of evangelicalism and the moral majority marked a pivotal era in American politics. This movement solidified the conservative Christian base, influencing elections and policies with a strong focus on moral and family values. During the Vietnam War, religious groups played contrasting roles, with some advocating for peace and others supporting military actions. This period saw a surge in the mobilization of religious communities, influencing national policy and public opinion. The discussion of gender equality and LGBTQ+ rights has often intersected with religious beliefs. Various religious organizations have either supported or opposed these rights, reflecting broader societal tensions and contributing to ongoing debates in the public sphere. Environmental activism has also seen significant contributions from religious groups, who often frame the stewardship of the earth as a moral and ethical imperative. This has led to diverse interfaith collaborations aimed at addressing climate change and promoting sustainability. The impact of 9/11 dramatically shifted interfaith relations in America, fostering a new level of dialogue and cooperation among different religious communities. This event highlighted the need for understanding and solidarity in a diverse religious landscape. Religion continues to shape contemporary political debates in the United States, often centering around issues such as abortion, marriage equality, and educational rights. These discussions frequently see religious groups advocating for policies that reflect their doctrinal beliefs. Modern American culture and media are profoundly influenced by religious underpinnings, from television shows with spiritual themes to musicians who incorporate their faith into their work. This integration helps shape public perceptions and conversations about spirituality and ethics. The evolution of religious freedom in U.S. law has been marked by landmark Supreme Court cases and legislation, underscoring the tension between individual liberties and societal norms. These legal battles highlight the shifting landscape of religious expression in public life. Religious institutions face numerous challenges today, including declining membership, the need for technological adaptation, and increasing scrutiny on their roles in societal issues. These challenges prompt a re-evaluation of how these institutions function and engage with modern communities. The dialogue between religion and American identity remains vigorous and dynamic, reflecting the nation's complex history with faith. This ongoing interaction continues to influence how Americans understand themselves and their collective future in an increasingly diverse society. In this section, we will meticulously trace the evolution of religion in the United States, step by step, illuminating its profound impact on the nation's past, present, and future. Join us as we delve into the rich tapestry of faith that has woven itself into the fabric of American history.